Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a live stream. Hopefully, you can all hear me and everything's working, unlike last time where the microphone refused to do anything it was supposed to do. Well, welcome everyone in the chat. And what the hell do we do now? It's a very valid question, and one we haven't really got the answer to anymore. I've had a few days off, um, sort of contemplating what was being said and what's happened and all the stuff. Hello, Sadako. Afternoon, Daz. And I just don't know what to do anymore. I've been spending an awful lot of time thinking about it. Thank you, Sterling. Nice you can hear me. At least that's working. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure what to say. This week, the country fell. Peaceful protests when the Muslims started throwing rocks and fire. Well, let's be brutally honest. Civil war is about to erupt in the United Kingdom. Hello, Gary. Hello, Kathleen. Um, because that's what they want. They want war. They want us to. Hello, Jemima. Welcome. They're getting what they want. This is what they've wanted all along, because this is what they're going to use to bring in martial law. They've already talked about facial recognition. We're being provoked. We're being pushed, and all this takes the focus away from what actually happened. What was the straw that finally broke the back? And that was before Keir Starmer came out and betrayed the country. I've watched Paul Thorpe's video where he does a beautiful speech to Keir Starmer. Wasted effort. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do anymore. Because let's be honest, if it's facial recognition and we're going to start picking out far right, I already know what my face looks like. And the big question will be, how long will the channels stay up? How long will people be able to say what they want to say? How long before we all get the knock at the door? Paul Thorpe he's a great bloke, Paul is, but like most of us, I mean, I've sat here for a fair few months shouting out what's going wrong, and it was all for nothing because our government doesn't care. Our government sees us as the problem. We're the problem. So we're the ones that are going to get attacked. We're the ones that are going to get jumped on. We, for him to do that speech, I mean, I've never seen a prime minister since Justin Trudeau so utterly and completely betray his own people, his own country. And again, all this took the focus away from what's happened, as my thumbnail was and is. Those three beautiful girls who got stabbed to death by a lunatic. A lunatic that the media are pushing in a very weird way. First, we'll only release pictures of him when he's a child. Now we've just noticed, hello, Darren, don't need to apologise, mate. Then they show, oh, he was on Children in Need and he was playing the doctor in for Doctor Who for a thing. And we're portraying him. Oh, he's on the autism. We're portraying this guy as some sort of the media is portraying this scumbag as some innocent child when he clearly isn't. He walked in and killed 3 children, and we're even forgetting all the children that were there who had to see this, those that got wounded, those who just had to live through this trauma that they're never gonna get over, and the parents, and the 2 adults who are seriously ill in hospital. Forgotten. The soldier stabbed outside his barracks just by his house. Forgotten. The 3 police officers violently attacked in Manchester Airport. Forgotten. The 2 scumbags that did it. Forgotten. The riots in Hare Hills. Forgotten. And then again, what was Hare Hills all over? That's right, the abuse of children. Even if it was Romanian children, the whole thing kicked off because of a child protection issue. Last night in Sunderland, people rioted. What you did in Sunderland served nothing. All you did was play into his hands. And that's where we have the problem. Because if we do violently react, that's what he wants. Sunderland was clearly infiltrated by agitators, agent provocateurs, and it was just kicked up. But I also understand exactly why it happened, and it's going to continue to happen. There are protests all over the country right now, and so far they're staying fairly peaceful. But now a new organisation called the MDL, not the EDL, which is the Muslim Defence League, have apparently appeared, and now they're goading. And of course, we all know which side of the divide our police force is going to sit. The day of that vile act, and since then, been struggling. I mean, I've already had a pretty. I see what you mean, but tea and biscuits aren't working. Well, I know it's not going to work, but the thing is, he's got us. When it all comes down to it, he's got us. We're damned if we do, and we're damned if we don't. It's a message. Hold on a second. Sorry for this. Just got to check on my messages. So it's Mrs. G. She's at work. So I just have to answer her back. She's just asking me a question. Sure, she'll ask me some more. So what do we do? If we go in just protesting, we're playing into the hands. If we don't, we're playing into hands. Now, instantly sending right. Well, of course, because again, we live in a two-tier society, and somewhere along the line, and somehow, it all ended up being our fault. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen, but if the boss talks, the boss talks. Let's come on. Look, let's be going. YouTube blocking my guy. Look, YouTube are going to actively block everything. Twitter is kind of hanging on there. Facebook, you're finished. He's come out and said he's targeting all our social medias. This video will probably struggle. I mean, I did the live stream about Tommy's arrest, and since then my channel has practically flatlined. Little bits of recovery, but it's just flat. Because they're coming for us. So I'm ever so sorry if your comments are getting blocked. I understand. It's just ridiculous. And the problem is, I don't know what to say or do. I can't condone the actions that occurred in Sunderland. Hold on. Come on, dog. Okay. So my little daughter's see my little daughter, same age as those who got stabbed. And this is what I'm worried about. The only thing I can suggest, as Sterling Lighthouse has said, as Paz49 has also said, is the fact that if you do protest, we go, we sit down, and you do nothing. Just nothing. Say nothing, do nothing. Because that buggers them all up. They don't know what to do for a start off. And if they do go steaming in to get you, that shows them up for what they are. But the point being is, that's what they're going to do any case. Rich, you're right. The government are trying their best to make us forget about the stabbing by going on about the far right. It's also sick the way they refer to stabbing as an incident. Of course they do. They've already portraying the guy who did it, the scumbag that did it. The scumbag that did it. They're portraying him in this light that, oh, look, he's a kid. He did a children in need. He's on autism. He didn't really mean to do it. That's the line they're going to give you. They picture where they've got him with his, they draw him with his thing, pulled up over his jacket, pulled up over his nose. That's not what happened. People in the court were saying he was just laughing and smirking. He's going to get away with it. It's, you can see how it's been set up. I mean, a soldier got almost stabbed to death. We've heard nothing. I don't even know how he is. Does anyone know how he is? I hope he's doing okay. I hope his family are fine. Nothing. Not a dicky bird about that. The two people who committed that vile assault on police officers, still out, still not in prison. I did that, and any of you lot do that, we'd be in nick now. We'd be in prison. I have a 6-year-old son and a 10-month-old daughter. I don't even let mum leave the house. I'm scared to let my kids go to the park. I'm scared to let my kids go to the shop and get some sweets on their own. It never used to be like this. I don't know what to say, guys and girls. I just don't know what to do. Because the brutal slaughter of innocent girls. I mean, he didn't even pick a fight with adults. I mean, that was another line that came out, which I thought was amazing. Oh, he was found with a curved kitchen knife. Anyone got one of them in their kitchen drawer? Because I certainly haven't. No such thing as a curved kitchen knife. The only thing that's curved that's a knife that you may have in the kitchen is a you know, one of those little rocker knives used to chop shit up. I haven't got any curved kitchen knives in my collection. Even if you got, a fish filleter. Spy decorated. My heart goes out to those beautiful little angels who were murdered in cold blood, and all the left can do is talk about the far right. I honestly never thought this country would stoop so low. But it has. In my eyes, we've already fallen. Exactly, curved blades are illegal to buy in Britain, but, but it's okay because you've got autism. I mean, so but parents need to stand for this show en masse, but you're not allowed to. They're gonna make sure they're gonna use anything and everything that happens. They will cause chaos. They will cause this to explode. They want this civil war. They want us to do exactly what they want us to do so they can just stamp on us. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, our Prime Minister, our dictator leader, stood up there and said they will protect the Muslims, thus picking up everybody else, every other religion, every other skin colour, everybody else who's British, English, whatever, has literally picked the whole of the country up, thrown it under the bus. They won't stop us. All we need is numbers. This is true. But how far are you going to let it go? before something really bad happens, because I'm worried. Sunderland was clearly the one last night was clearly stoked up by agitators. You could see them turning up in their masks. There is a video of the Southport one where two plainclothes policemen get back in the van. They've been out agitating. We do need numbers, but we've got to stop fighting, and we've got to think smarter. Maybe you said the working class walkout. It's never going to happen. This is the situation. This is the thing. This is what all this has been leading up to. The last 30, 40 years has been leading up to. The fact that people won't. They just won't. Oh, exactly, Mr. Lionheart. The people are turning up with masks. They're agitators. This is all being done on purpose. We can't sit back. Well, I know we can't. This is it. This is the biggest problem, which is what she's doing my head in. We're damned if we do, and we're damned if we don't. We are literally rock and hard place, and they know that. They've got us. They finally positioned us and manoeuvred us into a position where we are now screwed. Either way. We need to network more. Well, we could network more, but how do we do that? Yeah, that's right. Over social media and over phones, which they can monitor. Because the greatest place for all revolutions throughout modern history in the UK and, in Western Europe, all good revolutions were generated and orchestrated in public houses, pubs. And what have they been closing over and over again? They engineered and forced us onto networking on the thing that they can monitor. And he's already said they're all going to be monitoring. They're all looking for us. And the thing is, you got people like me. I mean, everybody knows what I look like. So I'm doomed. Most likely hope, not hate being. No, I'll tell you who it is. It's probably MI5, MI6 special branch. That's who's doing it. How do you stop paying taxes? See, it's a great idea. Yeah, it's a great idea. Everybody just stop paying taxes, but it all comes out your wages automatically. How are you going to stop that? Now, the other one would be not to go into work. We'll have a mass walkout. None of us work. How are you going to feed your family? This is what's been done. Do you actually believe there were any revolutions about? Yes, there were. Oh God, there were. When you were allowed to. I mean, the English Civil War, War of the Roses. These are all revolutions. I've literally spent since Southport trying to think, pull a sickie, what the whole country still won't. Yeah, but the ones that say they won't pay you. They know this is the thing is this is the problem. They've engineered it. They've took a long time to plan this to put you in a situation where you're screwed. You say make yourself unemployed. Well, that looks great until the power goes off. But then again, there's a lot of see. You have to understand these are all great ideas, and I agree with them. But the problem is the vast majority of people who are still silent over this, head stuck in the sand, aren't going to do this. You've got a section who will believe everything the media said, aren't going to do this. Yes, Kurab, we're screwed. And I'm struggling. I'm a small YouTuber who's just watched his country collapse. Well done, Daz. Good thinking. I mean, Great Britain died the second Starmer came out and said that speech. And he knows, and the left know, that they've got us by the balls, and there's nothing we can, well, what can we do? I mean, I watch people at the Downing Street protest get arrested for literally nothing, just because they could. And then there's a protest the very next day by Alan Snack Bar, no police around, and they're just allowed to get on with it. They don't, I mean, somebody said, "Oh, well, perhaps they don't understand our anger." They don't care. They're doing what they're doing to get what they want, and they don't care. They're not interested. They don't wanna listen to you. It's just I just don't know what to do. You know, I've got a great community here, and we're all talking, and we're all coming up with absolutely brilliant ideas, but the simple truth of the matter is, they're forcing they look, as Jemima was right, we're being pushed into a corner, and everybody knows that once an animal's in a corner, it's gonna come out and it's gonna fight dirty, and as soon as they do that, it's over for us. It's just I just don't know. I can't. Normally, I can always see a light at the end of the tunnel. I can always see a possibility. No worries, Sterling. Thanks for coming out when you could, mate. Thank you. You never have to apologise if you have to go. You just got to go. You got to go. I could always see the light, the little chink of light. I can't see anything now. We need to forget Muslim reported to go after the heads of the snake, not peacefully, not peaceful. Problem is, we're screwed. Because we know we all can't condone violence. None of us want it. Some of us have seen it firsthand, and I don't really we don't really want to do that again because this thing's permanently scarred. Oh my gosh, I'm not long back from our local protest in North Belfast. All nice and peaceful and quiet, just ordinary kids in a good turnout. Excellent, mate. Government trying their best to make us forget about it. Of course they are. Everything is done for appeasement. But I mean, somebody said, don't they, as I said, don't they understand? And they don't. They don't care. They just want to engineer this situation, and they're engineering. They're doing it on purpose. You literally can see all the chess pieces being moved into place, and now we're in a position where whichever way we go, it's checkmate. And the vast majority of people who just couldn't give a shit, that's on them. We've been outmaneuvered. We've been slowly but steadily pushed down. Question, considering how fucked we are, cops and military still have the numbers to lock us down. The thing is, again, we have to understand. We have to understand this. There's a huge majority of people in this country who aren't going to do anything. COVID proved that. That was the whole idea of COVID. COVID was the experiment to see what they could do to us. And the vast majority of people did exactly what they were told to do, without question. And if we're not very good and we all do this, let's be honest, we could all do what we want to do. So they go, okay, and they flick a switch and turn the power off. Telling the Muslims, they've took over. They've literally had the Prime Minister of this country saying, we will protect you. They're emboldened. They've got everything. It's done. As soon as he came out and did that, it's done. They now know that the leader of the government, the Prime Minister, has committed to protecting them. Throwing all us under the bus in the process, but he's going to protect them. And he does it because he's a weak leader. We have weak leaders who are scared. This is all happening because they're scared of Alan Snackbar. They're scared of the religion of peace. I'm prepared to put my life on the line, but I need an objective, and I'm not going it alone. Actually, I just don't know. I'm it's anyone got spare funds, people who can't afford to flee to the US alone. Paz said something today this morning. I have to agree with it. Look, if you've got the money and you've got the means and you've got the opportunity, get the hell out of there. Because if I did, I would. That flag I've bled for. For what? For what? For nothing. For my prime minister to come out and say, "I'm not going to point fingers, but it's all your fault, and we're going to protect the Muslims, and we're going to get the police to crack down on you." Yeah, that's us, not them. You lot, because you lot are the problem. You're the problem. I'm not sorting out this. You're the problem because you won't do as you're told. So I'm going to make you do as you're told. I know, Daz, we're all screwed, aren't we? I mean, I wish I could like sit here and give some sort of inspirational speech, but I can't. It's a question: US, Sweden, Germany, all the same mess. Yep. When Keir Starmer and the Labour Party came to power, they used the words, "It's time for a change." Well, we got it. We're going to allow our old people to freeze to death this winter so we can fund illegal immigrants because all you old people are the problem because you've lived here far too long and how dare you live in your own country. So you're going to freeze to death. This is a valid argument for being armed. Why do you think they took our guns away from us and our weapons away from us so long ago? Remember, this has all been part of the long game. Slowly but steadily, bit by bit, they've nailed us. They've completely and utterly screwed us over. This country was betrayed with that speech. We have a leader and a government that hates us. We have a police force who have been told to punish us. And to those who are police officers, serving police officers, half the time, I know it's not your fault. You're only following orders, I guess, but that's never been an excuse before. But the simple truth of the matter is, you're supposed to serve the public, and you're not. You're serving paymasters. That's what you're doing. You're doing it because you have a wife and family and or a husband, kids, mortgages, bills to pay. So you're just going to do whatever it takes so you get paid. You will walk into a crowd, grab somebody for no reason other than you've been told to, and arrest them. We saw it where people were live streaming. Danny was live streaming and he got arrested. For what? For standing on the pavement where he was told to stand, but then all of a sudden, somewhere along the line, it wasn't where he should have been standing, and they arrested him. It's not an invasion without a shot being fired. It was a complete conquering of the country without a shot being fired. This is why they disarmed the Irish terrorists. Their mass immigration began in Ireland. Are we beginning to see the? Listen, if you're listening from the United States of America, do not give your guns up for nothing. You keep hold of them. Don't let them take them off you. Because all we've got is kitchen knives, baseball bats, and sticks. Well, except the bad guys, the nasty bad guys have got guns, and so's the government. In fact, here in the UK, the government holds all the guns. And now you're understanding, perhaps, if you've been always wondering why the American people have been so infuriated and enraged about their Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. This is why. Because they're not stupid enough to fall for it. And remember, why did our firearms get banned in this country? That's right, when children were slaughtered. Yeah, I did see the Met Sergeant saying thanks for the pay rise, the arrogant twat. Again, done to goad. I never thought that I'd be sitting here right now, feeling the way I do, and having no idea what to do. This is why I've not done any videos. This was the first live stream because I just genuinely I can't give you anything. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I'm terrified for my children. I'm terrified for my family. I'm terrified for my future. Hello, Sheila. Welcome. I mean, the house next door to me is empty. It's up for auction. I'm waiting for the council to buy it. I could have immigrants living next door to me in a month's time. Then what I'm going to do? Probably end up in prison. I am seriously trying to think of something to say that would be inspirational that may, and I just can't. For how, I mean, how long is these channels going to stay up? How long before Starmer tells YouTube to kick us all off? We don't know what's around the corner, so just keep watching, protect your family. That's all we can do. Well, the thing is, we do know what's around the corner. It's getting a lot worse. Correction, obviously, you will have immigrants living next to you soon. Great. And then what do I do? We're seeing more and more non-locals around here, if you know. I know what you mean because they're everywhere. I took my son, well, me, Mrs. G, my son, and my daughter out. We went to Park, Shirley Park. Some people who are watching here know where that is. Um, and there was us and one other couple in a park. The rest of them were out in the snack bar. It's great you're here talking to us all. Stay strong. I'm trying to be as strong as I can. We have to be as strong as we can. I just throw house parties, lots of them. Lol. Good idea. Sure, you can't even defend your family at home now. As soon as you hurt someone, get you arrested for assault and getting sued. Yep. I don't know what to suggest practically. The feeling of frustrated powerlessness regarding UK policy is draining. So I suppose keep on being ourselves, I suppose. Yeah, but they're going to come for us. Genuinely, how long do you think this channel is going to last? Just when I was just getting into it and really enjoying getting onto it and getting you awesome mother truckers in the chat, and my views are going up, my subscribers are kind of, well, they were going up and then they've gone down a lot. This is all because I spoke out about Tommy. It's filling up everywhere, even here in Darlington, everywhere. I mean, I just saw a program on Midlands Today. There's a place by Worcester Parkland, which is between it's a little village, Malton, I think it was, between there and Malverns. And the gap, the nice big land between them and the Malverns, it's going to be filled with a 35,000 housing estate. You know, they're going to get there because they're going to build, Labour are going to build 10 new cities in 10 new locations and just fill them. Keep calm and carry on, ladies and gents. Carry on what? Struggling. Having to be scared. Rumble won't bow down, Gobster. Wait and see. I mean, the thing is, yeah, I've got to start. Obviously, I mean, I know Rumble have just said recently they're going to start because they push live streams more than anything Rumble do, but they're going to start pushing video on demand. But eventually, they'll shut it down. Hold on a second. What? Yes, hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. I need to open a drink for me little one. Yeah, that's sprayed all over me. Thanks very much. Yes, okay. Well, your tooth fell out. Excellent. You punched it. It's one way of solving the problem, I guess. Thanks for that, my little girl, who I'm terrified of, or sort of a future. I'm terrified of her. Yeah, so I carry scars everywhere. My scars are more mental than anything else. And every day, well, it's not even every day. It's like every hour, something else comes up and slaps you across the face, and you go, "Oh Christ, not that as well." I just don't know what to do. I know what John will be saying. I mean, I've got that as well. I've got that this Friday. I've got John's funeral Friday. Jesus, there's a lot going on. I've got a lot going on this week. It's um, it's definitely been a week. Sorry, I need a drink. It's I got that Friday where I'm going to say goodbye to a real dear friend. Wasn't it Rayner who said all parts of the country should take their fair share of migrant spend money? Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. And they're going to do it by building houses and cities for them. It's better. Honestly, I'm sorry if it's like a pause, a lot of pauses. I'm trying to think of something positive. I mean, it's like I've got to be it's like even more so now. Any news and process yet? I've been waiting all morning. The outcome today will determine our future if mass rights were fucked. Yeah, as far as I know, there's a few popping up on Twitter, sorry X, and they're all peaceful at the moment. We have a break of a week off Twitter X for a start. I need the break. Oh, I completely understand. First, we make society out in society difficult for them as possible. Even the evil stares is the beginning to cops and immigrants alike. Like Marmot, you either love it or hate him. Well, as I said, the rank and file officers, except for the Met are just mental cases. Metropolitan Police in London are lunatics. I think basically what you do if you are a complete psychotic lunatic, the only job you'll get in the police is at the Met. But all the other police forces aren't. No. Well, they all run away. Let's be honest. They all run away. Deadpool and Wolverine was good, so there's some positives. Say, well, there's nothing like, yeah. Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Stoke, Hull, Southport, Nottingham, Preston, just for starters, all happening right now. Yeah, I don't know whether there's one. There's probably one in Birmingham. I know the local place, Solihull. We won't have one because we're all too posh for shit like that. Obviously, the positive is happening now, so more waiting we dread. I know. Sucks, doesn't it? I mean, the thing is, I've had so many conflicting emotions over the last few days. I've had anger, depression, frustration, sadness, all of it. And then to sit there and literally, we just see. I don't know about you. I'm literally sitting watching it all just fall apart. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Normally, I would be here going like, "Well, it's this, but there is a chance this is going to happen. There's light at the end of the tunnel." All I can see is just continued darkness. It's just gonna get worse. Because, yeah, these processes might be peaceful, but they're going to keep ramping it up because that's what they want. Hard to find any positive at the moment. We're all feeling deflated. Absolutely, Sharon, we do. I mean, I've never seen such an overwhelming surge in social media. People just absolutely dumbfounded, ashamed, angry. Let's still move to Scotland to build a big wall. Yeah, yeah, that might be a good idea. Maybe. It's cold up there. It rains a lot. Mind you, then again, that's the UK, pretty much. Yeah, it might be, I don't know. Perhaps we should all move to the Isle of Wight. Perhaps we should move to the Isle of Wight and the Isle of Man. Yeah, Ashley, 100%. It's all by design. This has been years in the planning. They've pushed this all the way down the way, doing it slowly but steadily. This is the difference between us and Ireland. In Ireland, they've done it real quick and they're getting a violent response straight away. Here, it's over here in the UK, it's took years and years and years and years. It has to get bad gobby to wake up the sheep. I agree. Reverend Simon Sideways is of the same opinion. This needs to get accelerated. It needs to kick off and then the acceleration so things can move in the right way and people can wake up. But the problem is by the time most people have woken up, it'll all be too bloody late. Not big enough for us all. No, sadly not. But then again, I thought the United Kingdom was big enough for us all, but they're not allowed to have that, so we're just making sure the gaps get filled in. I just It's madness. And instead of us talking about what we should be talking about, which is women. I mean, is that one? Oh, there's an increase of sexual assaults on women. Well, that's because you keep importing people who don't think women are any good. They treat them like dirt. So women can't go out. They're frightened to go out at night in case they get raped or assaulted. It won't be too late. It'll all be on time. Yeah, maybe. We got parents now terrified to send their kids anywhere, absolutely anywhere. And the fact, like when like I used to, we have to go down the park and relax and sit there and have a chat, and the kids would be off doing something. Now I don't talk much. I sit there, my head's on a swivel, and I'm looking everywhere. Just love to try and fix the problem after the fact rather than before. Isn't that life? Yeah, oh yeah, this is the standard thing. But the thing is it David Icke, cause effect solution or effect? Yeah, cause effect to solution. We cause a problem, causes the effect, and then we come up with the solution. That's what this is. We've caused a problem with illegal immigration, pushing it all the way up till eventually one of them goes into something disgusting by stabbing kids. The effect is everybody gets annoyed. We all get agitated by agitators, cause a riot, and then the solution is it's all your fault, and I'm locking you all down. I heard in a silent communist takeover the underway for the past 20 years. We sleepwalked it. It's longer than 20 years, Jessica. I'd say this has taken at least 40 years. At least. Ever so slowly. Drip, 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 drip. Problem reaction solution. That's the one. Thank you, Scouse Mike. That's exactly it. Problem reaction solution. And that's exactly what you've literally seen that play out in the last week. Problem is, people, young girls get stabbed. Reaction, we all get pissed off and go, I've had enough. Enough is enough. Solution, it's all your fault. And that'll be the next one, won't it? Yes, Darren, I am. But I can't condone that. See, that would be classed as incitement now. That's how bad it's going to get. Boiling Frog Master Migration since 1948. Spot on, sorry, P. Duffy. Sorry, I called you P. Diddy then. So I do apologise. My mistake. Unless, of course, you're a huge fan of P. Diddy, and then I've just made you feel great. Sorry about that. But it's right. And if anyone doesn't understand the boiling frog process, if you have a cup of boiling water and you drop a frog in it, it'll immediately jump out. But if you put the frog in a beaker of water and slowly heat it up till it boils, it'll gladly sit there and let it do it. And it'll die, it'll boil itself alive. Another Ikeism, totalitarian tiptoe. Absolutely. Read the letter from Albert Pike to Shepard. Yeah, well, that was an eye opener. Obviously, people will go, "Oh, no." Hi, Gav, since 2:30 here in New Zealand. Lots of talk here in Aussie. I can't believe what Common says done. Thanks, mate. Well, we were all a bit blown away. P. Duffy. Oh, well, if we had all his money, we wouldn't be. Yeah, yeah. Old and peculiar. None of us can get over it. Well, I knew he was going to do something, but to literally do what he did was just mind-blowingly stupid. Talk about not reading. Well, everybody goes, "Oh, he didn't read the room properly." Oh, no, he knew exactly what he was doing because this has all been engineered to bring us to the situation that we're in right now, where a lot of people don't know what to do, don't know what to say, don't know what the next step is, and we're all looking around for somebody to go, "This is what you need to do, and this is how we're going to do it." But no one wants to do that because, as the Tommy Robinson situation will show you, is the second you do that, the state turns on you and absolutely obliterates you into nothing. I mean, we had, Paul Thorpe and all those wonderful people there, and they're having their Unite UK. We're not having any leaders. Yeah, because if you have a leader, they come straight for it. King Arthur, your people need you. Amen to that. Well, if I win the lottery tonight, I'll get my own island. Yeah, well, thanks, mate. Nice one. Make sure it's enough for a few of us. Right then, I'm going to bring this one to a close because it's Saturday and I've got things to do. And I also want to spend as much time with my children as possible. There have been a fair few nights in Southport where I've just stood in the corner room and just watched them sleep and think themselves lucky that they're still here. To the parents of those three children who got murdered in cold blood, I don't know how I'd be able to cope with that. I really don't. Um, I mean, we could. We could all do what Starmer did, which was, well, first not mention it at all, and then the solution to that was to, "Oh, we put pink lights on number 10 Downing Street." Well, that doesn't do fuck all, does it? I mean, you went to lay a wreath. You didn't speak to anyone. You had your photo opportunity. You put your things down, and you fucked off. Everyone, try to keep your chins up. Take care, everyone. Yeah, we will, Robert. We really will. At least we ain't French. Absolutely. Any case, all I can say is to bring this to a close is we're not on our own. All of you here in the chat, awesome. We all think the same. We all feel the same. We need to keep talking to each other. I will come on and do as many as I can. How long it'll be before I start doing some more videos, I don't know. Live streams when I can, just to keep touching base with you while I try and figure out what I need to do and how we need to do it, and what I'm going to say and how I'm going to tackle this issue. Because we're all in it together now. Genuinely, for the first time ever, I think I can actually say we're all in it together. All of us. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a hell of a week. And as I said, Friday, I've got to go and bury my friend. And that's going to be hurtful and painful. You all stay safe. You all stay strong. You all look after each other. If you look after your family, if you fell out with any of them, think about fixing it, because we're going to need everybody we can. You have literally been, as always, in the chat, absolutely awesome. Without you, this channel will be nothing. Don't worry, everybody. I will take care of myself. I look forward to catching you in the next one. And with that, I'm done. So, until the next one.